Yes, I know. Oh my god, a plus size girl wearing stripes. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I decided I would want to start one because I've been running a body positive blog called CurvyNotebook since about July this year. And I've been umming and ahhing about starting my own YouTube channel, so I thought, what the hell, it's Christmas and I'm going to jump right into it and give it a go. My first video, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of a plus size bikini haul. I've never had the courage to wear a bikini. I was always the kind of girl who was at the beach wearing long pants and like a long sleeve shirt. And yes, it's very good for my skin because it means I didn't really get burnt that often, but it actually doesn't work in the beach, let's say. So through this year with my journey with my blog and stuff, I've really been working on body positivity and learning how to love myself for who I am. And what I thought I would do is basically push myself really far out of my comfort zone. So I went and ordered several bikinis, probably a lot more than what I needed to. And I will try them on for you today and let you know how I think. So what I've got here for you today is some bikinis that I've hauled over the last couple of weeks from two different companies. I've got Boohoo Plus and Swimswuitsforall, which is an American company that we don't have in Australia, but they do ship here. And what I wanted to do was show the bikinis to you first and then actually show them on and how they actually work with me. Because one of my biggest pet peeves with companies that have plus size brands is that they don't actually use plus size models. And by that I mean I understand the models that they use are not the normal size 2, but they're also not what I consider plus size. So in terms of like Australian sizing, I would consider a model to be plus size if she was 16 or bigger. And a lot of the models that they use still have a very perfect body. They still have really gorgeous curves, and they've got flat tummies, and they've got no back fat, and their arms are really well sculpted, and their legs are really well sculpted. But I don't have that. I am a plus size woman who actually has big legs. I have big boobs, I have back fat, I have a belly, and I have, you know, like a neck. I have neck here. So for me, when I see these things online, it's hard for me to see how it's going to look like on my body. So I wanted to show you what these bikinis in particular actually look like on a person who is actually plus size and actually has these kind of body issues. Because I think that just helps you to shop better, to be honest. So the first pair I got was from Boohoo, and if you've ever seen my blog, I shop at Boohoo way too often, but I never looked at their swimwear range because why would I? And so I decided to give it a go after seeing a couple of other YouTubers talk about the Boohoo swimwear, so I thought, well, I'll give it a go. They're not that expensive, so if I don't like it, it's not really that much of a waste of money. So the first one I've got here is a black crochet bikini top. And then the back has this really nice crisscross pattern. See if you can see that there. And this one was really quite far out of my comfort zone just because I was really worried that with the backing of it, it would kind of look like a leg of ham stuffed into its string. So I was really happy because it doesn't look like that, or at least I don't think it does. And then the bottom of it has like a really nice elastic waistband, so it actually sits really quite comfortable under the boobs. I'm a Australian size 18 to 20 depending on the store and depending on what it is that I'm shopping for. And I got this in a size 20, like a UK size 20 from Boohoo. For that one are exactly the same crochet material, but they are high-waisted. So all of the bottoms that I got are high-waisted because that's how I roll, and because brief bottoms on me don't even last 30 seconds before they fall down. So this is the most flattering cut for my kind of body, that I think anyway. So those are the bottoms. They're nice and plain, but you can still mix and match them. So if you have 300 other kind of bikinis, black bottoms are always really good because you can throw something on top, or if you wanted to cover up a little bit more, because it's still got like a bit of a texture on the bottom, you can wear just like a plain t-shirt over the top and you've still got something that's a little bit swimsuity to get away with. So my second pair was even more risky for me. I mean, they're all risky, but some of them are more so than others. This one is a white bikini, which in its own right is sort of causes heart palpitations. But this one is a halter, and it has a very, very thin back, and I'm gonna have to be feeling good the day I wear this one out in public, I think. So this is what it looks like. It is actually very flattering on the body. There is a little bit of padding in the cup, which I actually obviously don't need, but it's there nonetheless, and you can't take it out, which is a bit of a bummer, but whatever. So it is actually quite a flattering top from the front, and the halter is not so heavy that I could feel like my neck was going to break. I mean, I probably couldn't wear this for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, but for just a few hours I could probably get away with it. My main concern with this one is the back strap. Like, that's all it is. So it is very, very thin. Any body issues that you have will be shown with this strap. It does not cover anything. It doesn't, you know, kind of hide and sculpt anything. It's all out on display. So if, I should say when, because I am aiming up to it, this has to be one that I'm feeling on a really good day to wear out. Having said that though, I probably would wear this just with a thin, like a one of those kind of beach kimonos that are a bit see-through, but they still cover your shoulders and stuff like that. So I would probably wear this out in public with one of those, and then when I was getting in the water, just quickly whip it off. So I wouldn't exactly walk around a pool for hours with this, but it still is a really, really pretty swimsuit. I also got one of my best friends to try this one on, and she's a size 16, and it looked gorgeous on her. It looks so flattering on her. She has a very different body shape to me, but it looked so, 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 so good on her. So it was just another thing for me to remember that if it doesn't, even though it might be scary and daunting, it still could look good on you, and you honestly will never know unless you actually try it on and have a look at it. But anyway, so that's the top for that one. And the bottoms, again, are high-waisted and again are white. And I didn't say the size of the top. The top is a size 20 and the bottoms are also a size 20. So this one is again from Boohoo. So those are the bottoms. And the side panel, which I don't know if you'll be able to really see it there in the camera, but the side panel is like a mesh. So it's not completely see-through, but it is definitely not opaque. So those are the bottoms from there. And then the next, all of the rest of the bikinis are from Swimswuitsforall. So I've heard a lot about Swimswuitsforall. But I never really had the courage to order from them, let alone spend the money, because they are expensive, but from what I can tell, the quality is actually really, really good, so I don't mind spending money if I'm going to actually get a good quality product out of it. So the first one I have is another halter, I know, but it is in this really, really nice, colourful leopard print, I guess you would call it. It is such a pretty top, and the back of it is thicker than the white one, but a similar kind of feel and design to it. So it looks like that. So it has 2 clips in the middle there that slot into each other, and then it wraps around your back. So this one's obviously thicker on the sides than the white one, but it still comes to quite a thin point at the back. So you would have to still, I think, be feeling really good that day, or I would have to be feeling very good that day. But I still really like it. I think it's a really, really pretty swimsuit. The inside of it has pads again, which again I don't really need, but they're not thick. They're not really thick pads, so they're not going to push up and give you a lot of Baywatch cleavage. It is a lot more just, I think, just about helping your boobs to stay like shape in the actual swimsuit, and to encourage them not to slip out, which I'm all for. So that's the top of that one. And then the bottoms are again high-waisted and just in exactly the same pattern. So these ones, out of all of the swimsuits, these ones sit the highest. So when I say high-waisted, these bad boys are the highest of the highest. So they come right up and give you a lot of coverage. So if you're feeling conscious about your belly, or some of your back, these actually cover a lot of that. So they're really good to kind of help you there. So those are that one. And then the next one, so this one, I really, really love the back of this one, because it does look like a bra, so I feel a lot secure in that, and I feel like I would have as least slip-ups in this than I would in anything else. So it is this one here. So I know on the website that Ashley Graham actually wears this one, and I look absolutely nothing like her. But on a side note though, she wears it from the front. It is not her back in those photos, which really shocked me. It's actually a really skinny woman wearing them. So if you want to get an idea of what these swimsuits look like from the back on someone who actually is plus size, you can't look at those photos. It is not a plus size model wearing it. It's not even the same model that's wearing it from the front, which I just think is really stupid, but anyway. So it's another halter, and it's got these 2 little black strap details over the top of your breasts, and then the back of it is a really nice thick strap, and it has 4 clasps in the back, so you are not going anywhere. Like, your girls are secure and you can play volleyball in this thing. Like, you are not going anywhere. And the cups themselves actually have underwire in them, which is, out of all of the ones I've shown you so far, this is the only one that actually has underwire. I think actually out of all of them, yeah. So this is the only one with underwire. But what you can also do with this one that you can't do with any of the others is pull out the inside slip, like the inside cover, and which for me I can get away with not having this in there, because again my boobs are big enough that they kind of hold the shape by themselves. So if you are slightly smaller chested, this is really good to give you a little bit more confidence in your chest and to make the bikini sit a little bit better. But if not, don't worry about it. And then the bottoms for that one are a pair of black ones with this really, really nice cutout detail on the side panel. So it has the same pattern as the top there, but then it actually like cuts in, and then you have like a little strap that goes over the top. So these ones again are high-waisted. With this, I did worry a little bit that it was going to cut in and be really unflattering, but it's kind of a borderline of whether I like it or don't like it. It works. It works on my body, but I could see probably if I spent like hours and hours in this, it probably wouldn't work so much, or it wouldn't feel as comfortable, because it does cut in a little bit, but it's not crazy. It doesn't cut in a huge amount. And I just realized I didn't say the sizing of the Swimswuitsforall. So in the bottoms, I got them all in a US 20, and then the tops, let me just double check, are an 18. So that's what I did for all of the Swimswuitsforall swimsuits. Yeah. And then the final pair that I have This one is a little bit like the first one I showed you from Boohoo, the black crochet one, but this one has another complicated back, but it also is another one that has the potential to really cut in, but it somehow doesn't, and I think it really comes down to your sizing. So be careful when you are sizing for something like this, and making sure that you do give yourself the chance to be able to fit in properly. So it's this one here with, so it's got another crochet part, like panel on the top there, and then it's kind of like a bandeau, a thick bandeau, like an opaque black bandeau at the bottom to cover your boobs, and then it goes around the back, and you're not going to be able to see it very well here until I have it on, but it has 2 straps coming over your shoulders, and then it comes together like the leopard print one with 2 more straps. So this one is really, really strappy, obviously. As a side note to this one though, it is freaking hard to get on if you are by yourself. Like, with all of the little straps and trying to adjust it and pull it and make sure it's all sitting right, you either need your boo or your girlfriend to help you to get into it. And I would also suggest, like with this one, to maybe go a size up, because it is not that stretchy. So with this one, I would definitely recommend going a size up and having all your girls there to help you to get into the damn thing. And then the bottoms, again, black high-waisted, and they have the same pattern, same cutout, sort of crochet type material there on the sides, which again are very, very comfortable. Let's get on to the trial. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will leave all of my links to my blog and my social media and all of that sort of stuff down below, and yeah, please let me know what you think, and if there are any kind of videos in particular that you would like me to make, whether it's about body confidence or plus size fashion or anything like that. I would really love to know. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! It gets hot in Australia for summer, just so you know. And also, I have been covering my Cocker Spaniel with all of my swimsuits, so he's not very happy with me. Anyway, this black, kind of like a, it's like a croquet, no, what is it? What are you? Crochet. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, did I take over your bed? I've taken over the day bed. And you can say hello. Mwah.